Welcome to Stone Watching. Today we're talking about Uncharted. And if you haven't already, please smash the subscribe button and click on that bell so you can notify future videos. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And yes, after going to the theater and checking out Uncharted starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, I've got to say, it was okay. I mean, I'm not going to say it's my most favorite treasure hunting type movie I've ever seen, but it's not the worst one I had seen either. I mean, it was good. I had a lot of fun with this movie, had a lot of action scenes in this movie. I liked it overall. I thought it was a pretty damn good movie. I mean, the writing was a little bit so-so in some parts and what have you. I mean, to be quite honest, but I never played the game, so I had no preconceived notions as far as that went. You know what I mean? So I have no idea how close Tom Holland is to Nathan Drake. I have no idea how close Mark Wahlberg is to the Sully character from the game. I didn't play it, and I didn't do any research into that to find all that stuff out because I wanted to go as open-minded in this movie as I possibly could, because all I really wanted was a good movie with a good story, a lot of action, and I kind of got that with this movie. I mean, there was a lot of stuff in here that was really cool, but there was a couple parts I'm going, huh? And then the way they kind of, I found myself kind of like, oh, I saw that, I remember that from the trailer. Oh, I remember that from the trailer. So I'm kind of was a little bit distracted as far as that goes. I thought Tom Holland was pretty good in this movie. Mark Wahlberg was pretty good in this movie too, even though I thought that his character was kind of like a douchebag, to be quite honest. But maybe that's just how the character is in the game. I don't know. I didn't play it. So Sophia Ali was pretty good in this movie, even though I looked at her filmography and there was nothing on there I was really familiar with, except for a couple of shows that she was on, but I wasn't watching me at the time. So I have no knowledge of her past work and what have you, but she was pretty good in this movie, and you know, she is kind of hot. I'm single. You got to bear with me. And yet it was really cool to see Antonio Banderas come back to the big screen and playing a villain at that. And then that big twist at the end of this movie, I'm like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. I mean, I was like, whoa. Uncharted is a 2022 American action film directed by Ruben Fleischer from the screenplay from Rafe Lee Judkins, art Marcum and Matt Holloway, based on the Naughty Dog video game series of the same name. The film serves as a prequel to the games. In the film, Drake is recruited by Sullivan in a race against Santiago Moncada and Joe Braddock to locate the treasure of the Magellan expedition. Uncharted entered development in 2008 with producer Avi Arad stating that he would be working with Sony Pictures to develop a film adaptation for the video game series. Then the production process got complicated with various directors, writers, and cast members attached at various points. Filmmakers David O. Russell, Neil Berger, Seth Gordon, Sean Levy, Dan Trachtenberg, and Travis Knight were initially signed to direct, while Wahlberg was set to play Drake in early development. Holland was cast as Drake in May of 2017, and Fleischer was hired to direct in early of 2020. Principal photography commenced in March of 2020 and finished the following October, with filming locations including Babelsberg Studio in Berlin and on location in Spain and Southeast Asia. The film was originally set to be released on October 8th of 2021, but was postponed several times, namely due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Premiered in Barcelona on February 7th of 2022 and was theatrically released in the United States by Sony Pictures Releasing on February 18th of 2022. The film received mixed reviews from the critics, with praise for Holland's performance, but criticism of the screenplay, casting, and the lack of originality. Starring in this movie, Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, Sophia Ali, Tati Gabriel, and Antonio Banderas, just to name a few. Now, currently, Uncharted is sitting with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 39% and an audience score of 90%. So the audience is loving this movie way more so than the critics, right? Now, with a budget of $120 million and its worldwide box office, as of right now, is $139 million. That's 51 domestic and $88 million internationally. So it already pretty much has made back its production budget. Now, I don't know what the marketing budget was for this movie, but it's off to a pretty good start. You know what I mean? Now, we'll have to wait until like weekend 2 to see if this thing's gotten any legs, to see if like there's any repeat viewing. I mean, myself personally, I'm probably not going to go back into theaters and see this thing again. I mean, I did like it. I'm not saying it was terrible or anything. If I had to rank it with all the other treasure hunting movies that I've seen over the years, you know, the Indiana Jones, the National Treasures, Goonies, I don't care what anybody says, that movie is awesome. And it was a treasure hunting movie, so it kind of counts, especially against this movie. But if I had to rank this one out of all the other treasure hunter movies I've seen over the years, it's better than Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I mean, I don't know where your opinion falls on that as far as that goes, but to me, this movie is above at least that. You know what I mean? I did like both National Treasure movies, so it's not better than The Nose, and it's nowhere close to the original Indiana Jones trilogy. You know what I'm saying? So that's maybe a debate for a whole nother video, but this movie was a lot of fun. Now, without going into heavy spoilers, because this movie just did come out, I'm going to stop it right there and maybe do like a big, huge spoiler discussion maybe in a week or two after this movie's been out for a little bit and give everybody a chance to actually see it. So my overall opinion, I thought this movie was pretty good. It's a lot of fun. And, 15 or 2, I went matinee, mainly because I'm cheap. You know what I'm saying? But it was worth the matinee price. I had a lot of fun with this movie. So did you go out and see Uncharted at the theaters? Let me know in the comments down below. Where does this one rank with you with all the other treasure hunting movies that's been out over the years? Let me know in the comments down below. And do you think Tom Holland can actually survive outside the MCU? I mean, he is a pretty damn good actor. Mark Wahlberg's pretty good too, but he kind of like falls in a rut as far as like his characters go. So, I mean, maybe it's just my opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments down below.